Hey, listen. What's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to MGTV. We are live and alive. Listen, bath time. I can see you in the comments already saying, "Oh my gosh, it's an actual stream." Listen, I know I've been setting up some streams
My
and
guy bath
I've
time.
been slacking, but big up bath time. But yeah, we're live and alive. This is Let's Talk the Real Show. We're going to be talking another good topic today. So big up the people in the chat. We're gonna do a little 5 minutes, 10 minutes warm up. Um, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, Rhino MGTV, and put post notifications on as well. Like the video. We got firms in the building. Wagwan, bro.
What's the word, my boy? What's the word? I need some
What's
type of music when
good?
you say my name, you know.
Is it?
Oh my
I feel like
god.
I'm a, you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean, Rad? I feel like I'm a certified
Like a
member. I
little.
feel like I need a little entrance. Like WWE back in the day, you know what I mean? I need a little.
I do you know what it is? It's funny because one of my guys on my other show, when he
Yeah.
brings in something mad, he does the Undertaker thing and it goes dung, and he just brings someone in. Like I might have to incorporate something like that as well. Still, I got you though.
That,
Vic ski man, what you saying? My people, Vicks man.
What's the
People,
word, Gotski? Hey everyone.
We're here,
Let's
man.
motherfucking active.
We're active, man. Active. What's bath time saying here? That this panel looks a bit too sane. We're the crazy ones.
Don't let
Listen,
my
you know, go on, say it. You finish it. I know what you're gonna say. Say it, Vicky. Tell him, man.
don't let my sweet face fool you, baby.
Listen, bath
Hey.
time. You've heard it there.
You
I
heard
think
it
we've
here.
all got a bit of crazy in us. You feel me? So
Don't bring me in.
don't bring you in. Nah, don't listen
bring me
to
in the
firms.
craze.
Firms can be crazy, man. Trust me, man.
Yeah.
But let's just before we start the show, like let's summarize, man. You guys, man, leave some comments in the chat. I want to see you guys popping up. I can see there's 7 of you in here so far. I don't know if you guys are watching from Twitch or from Twitter or from YouTube, but just let me know in the comments. How are you guys feeling about last week's show, though, or the week? Was it the week before or last week?
It was definitely last week.
Last week, yeah.
Last week. See the race is getting to already.
Nah. This is not race. This is lychee
Lychee.
Yeah.
I'm
Big up
just
Mackie in the
Raise
building. Come on, Mackie, my peoples. Big up.
Hi, pretty girl. Hi.
What was you saying, Firms? What was you saying?
Last week's show.
Mm-hmm.
It was good, man. It was good. W show as always.
Where
do we never have a good show?
That's what I'm saying. And obviously, we got Bath Time here saying possibly the funniest thing he's seen on YouTube for ages last week.
Oh, see,
big up.
It definitely was something.
It was lit, man. It was great, man. And listen, it's just the beginning, man. I'm happy that we can provide good entertainment for you guys and also talk the real as well. You feel me? So it's all good, man. Just onwards and upwards. Magpie says here, females probably have it harder, to be honest, because they have to worry about getting raped and they can't walk alone at night, but men can. We're going to talk about that as well because there's certain vulnerabilities that females do have as well, which we're going to take into consideration when we have our conversation. Yeah, you're repeating the same thing. Mackie said last week was jokes. Yeah, man, trust me, man. It's all blessed, man. But cool, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get straight into it, people. Yeah. If you haven't already liked the video, please. It would be so nice if you can. You know what? Yeah, you might as well just stop what you're doing and just like the video right now. That's what I think because it's free, innit? It's free. You feel me? And if you really want to co-sign the real talk, you might as well just like it. And if you can, subscribe if you haven't. Listen to what Vix is saying. Like the video.
Share
Come
with
on.
Your friends. Share with your friends.
Yeah.
Friends. Or your friends share with their friends.
That's it. Tell a friend to tell a friend, like I always say. What is Jams here saying? Jams is causing trouble last week, you know. Women do not have it harder at all. What the hell are you talking about, mate? So he's questioning the Magpies. Vicky, let me start with you, man. Obviously, you're from the US and whatever. You set the tone, man. Let you set the tone, man. What are you telling me, man?
Okay, so I feel like in some cases women have it easier. I feel like in some cases women don't have it easier. It depends on what area we're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Talk it.
So if y'all want to comment in the chat, what area do y'all want to talk about? What area do you feel like is most important?
You know what? Yeah, let's start with just general life. Like, like we're not talking about work. We're not talking about like society, like employment and rights and within the workplace. Let's talk about life, as in, let's say, part like what we was talking about last week about getting a boyfriend, getting a partner, or getting successful in life. Like, so in terms of making money, let's start with making money. I think it's easier for you guys to make money. What do you think?
It is. It is 100%. I agree.
Talk it.
I'm not
Why?
gonna sit here
Why?
and
Why?
lie.
Why?
I feel like, okay, especially nowadays, a woman could be walking down the street, right? Let's talk about it. Pretty girl
Yeah, go on.
perks are a real
Yeah, okay. Talk it.
motherfucking thing. Okay. You could be walking down the street and a man could come up and be ready to immediately provide for you.
Yeah,
Instantly.
talk it. Talk
Instantly.
it.
Instantly.
Talk it.
It's rare to see women approach a man and be like, I'm trying to take care of you. When have you ever, and when was the last time you've heard that shit? Let's be for real. Men are hard workers. I'll give it to y'all. Y'all got it. Y'all definitely got it. Women, we can go to a job interview and look really good. Hired.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Men, y'all have to go through every single question, give a valid answer. Then it's going to be, oh, we'll call you with an answer. Most women get hired on the spot. And think about
So
like Hooters.
I want to ask you a question. So what about unattractive women then?
Talk it. Talk it.
Obviously,
You trying to get me killed.
No. But obviously, I feel like there's certain women that might not feel like they got all the parts and that, you get what I'm saying, or don't really believe in themselves. Or maybe a female that goes out every day and she doesn't really put that fit on or have anything nice wearing. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? What about them though?
It's harder for them.
Just to
but
pause
it's
you
still-
guys. Mackie's on Vicky. She's like, Vicky, whose side are you on? Like, she's asking.
Oh,
She wants to know.
Maggie, let's be for real though, baby girl. Let's be for real. Like, really think about it, because you're pretty. I'm gonna admit, you're really, really pretty. So really think about how much easier we have it. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't go into the field and kill it. That's not what I'm saying. 'Cause we could definitely go into the field, still work as hard as men. But it's easier for us to get opportunities, is what I'm saying. I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking women. I'm not saying it's easier for women, nothing like that. I'm just saying it's easier and there's more opportunities out there for women to make a living.
100%. And Mackie, would you, if you don't mind, elaborating on why you're questioning what side she's on, just so that I don't misinterpret what your comment means. You feel me? And yeah, in regards to talking about the females that might not be classed as, or they might not feel like they're beautiful, they're pretty. I just feel like in general, okay, there is the existence of the pretty privilege, yes, but at the same time, just being a female in general, like all females get love in some way, whether you're big, small, tall, short. There's always a guy that is gonna want to like a female like that, and you know what I mean. It's just how the world works. They always say everyone's got someone that, or everyone has a couple people in this world that kind of fit their perfect criteria of what they look for in a woman or a man or whatever. Everyone all of us, we all have it. So I feel like when it comes to just the whole situation of being a female, let's say, okay, I'm gonna give two examples. You've got one slim female and you've got one female that's a bit bigger, yeah. Once they both put on what they gotta put on and they go out, there's gonna be guys looking for both of you.
Both
it's not
of
gonna
them.
be, you know what I mean? They want the pretty female might get a bit more attention, but there's loads of other guys that like all different types of females as well. And pretty is in, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You feel me? So just because this person, you know what I mean? Like, everyone can look pretty in their own way. You can, buff yourself up and whatever. So yeah, I just feel like in general, and let's quote unquote say an ugly female still has it easier than an ugly male. That's what I personally think. She still has opportunities. I don't know if you disagree with me.
No, I agree.
If we have to do it like that, ugly female and ugly
I
male,
agree.
who's got more opportunities still?
Yeah,
You
definitely
feel me?
don't, like, people in the chat, don't get wrapped around when I mention pretty girl perks, because when I'm saying
Yeah.
that, it means like as a woman, like we have perks that men don't have,
Yep.
because everybody's pretty in their own way.
They're doing things like when you go to a club, females getting free because they know the females are going to attract the males, so they let all the females in free, and then the males have to pay, or you know, certain situations where a female can dress up in a certain way, and you feel me? Like, trust me, females can use their looks and get through the door in loads of opportunity, like loads of different situations. But let me quickly go through the comments. So just before, we got Magpies and I think it's Magpies and Bath Time going back to back, or Jams. John says his favorite podcast, man. Thank you, John, man. Love for that, man. I appreciate it. He's throwing out the W's as well. Magpies wants to talk about women in sports, so I can see if it goes exactly where I hope it does. All right, let me start that as well. We'll probably talk about that later on in the show. Big up Bath Time. That's back and forth debates. Big up John Terry, captain, leader, legend, my guy, man. Come on. Like you said here, all women are beautiful in their own way, to be honest. 100%. 100%, man. Magpies here says men and women have their own issues. I feel women can get people easier. Doesn't exactly mean they want to, though. Magpies here says men are more horny than women, so women can get play. I believe it's both ways. Mackie says here, feminists have made it hard for us nowadays. Everyone wants us to be on what men are on. That's true, and that's kind of a bit of what we spoke about last week, where it's like social media is kind of encouraging people to, well, females to kind of be the independent woman, and we need to do this and we need to do that. But yeah, no, 100%. Big up Juju, big up. Come on. Rhino, can we talk about how women can't reject a man in peace? We'll talk about that. Let me start that as well. I'm going to start that because that's part of the conversation that I think Magpies was talking about earlier in terms of what places you guys go out to and the troubles you get. So I've started that. We definitely going to talk about it. Bath Time's talking about when Vicky mentioned the pretty perk. Pretty perk is the first perk tree you should spend your XP.
Wait, what did he say? Pro clubs.
No, listen, Bath Time. Yeah, I don't think you guys understand. Yeah, the genius of like it goes over a lot of people's heads. His humor is 10 out of 10.
It's elite.
It's elite, bro. Very elite, you feel me?
Bath Time. Hi, Bath Time.
Jams here says women are just as horny as us, bro. Trust me. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I might even save some of this contact for our after hours. We're gonna start our after hours show. Listen, if you guys want to see it, just become a member. The link is in the description as well. And by the way, as you're here as well, if you're on Twitch, make sure you subscribe to F&R Beats on Twitch. Make sure you give them a follow. That's a mandatory follow. If you become a member here and become a member on F&R Beats, you know, you're going to see some exclusive stuff as well. So just say, it's all connected, man. After a little bend that all women are pretty in my eyes.
These guys. Even for the winking eyes. Oh,
you put the wink as well.
It's the wink for me.
That's what I'm saying. For some reason, I just drink lychee and then I start to enjoy myself a bit more. You feel me?
First off, most of that, I promise y'all, 80% of that is fucking Ray and Nephew.
No, there's no proof. Some men are fucking weird. They can't take rejection. I'm gonna start that because that goes back to what Mackie was talking about. Lewis Ward says, "Love hearts, big up, man. Elite human, mate. What a guy. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah. I guess we can start that conversation now because that kind of feeds into, in terms of hardship of life and women having it easier or hard or whatever. So Vicky, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what Mackie was saying. Let me get up right now.
Yeah.
So she's saying, Rhino, can we talk about how women can't reject a man in peace? Talk about it.
Okay. It could literally be anywhere. Why is it so scary to tell a man no? Mm-hmm. Like, the worry a woman may have in the streets just rejecting a guy is kind of terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, men get so aggravated with the word no.
Yep.
It's true
Why is
still.
that?
A
Why
lot,
is
a lot of guys can't handle rejection. You feel me?
Mm-hmm,
And I feel like that also comes from how the person's raised and what they've obviously the certain traumas they've been around and certain things like that. Your environment. You feel me? Because the one thing that like you're supposed to learn respect from is from your home, your mom, your sisters,
100.
aunties, whoever it is. So
100.
if you don't have respect for the females in your house or whatever it is, it's also gonna show in the streets. You get what I'm saying, to a female that you don't know.
100%.
Yeah, and it's so
100%.
often now than before, honestly. It's just like
And
Mackie just
yeah,
said.
go on.
She said we have to reject them in the sweetest way possible. I kid you not. If there's a group of guys in front of me, I will literally have to fake like I'm on the phone just to walk through.
I feel like that's a big problem in society these days as well.
Yeah.
That the fact
Mhm.
females feel like that. Like even sometimes I'm walking, like think about it right now. Like we go outside, bro, just got my music and I'm chilling, bro. We just
Yeah.
outside. We ain't got work.
But I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works because there's some dangers for the guys separately. Certain guys that are involved in certain situations as well. Not to say I'm balancing out, but
Balance
just
it,
to bring
yeah.
awareness to it. You feel me? But it's like you said, it's annoying. Like a guy, we can just put on our headphones, go about our day. We don't have to worry about someone being someone approaching us when we don't feel like even speaking to anybody. Whereas a female, she can just go out about her business. You know, she could be taking a walk to the shops, going to the park or whatever. You know, just on their way to work or whatever. And guys want to pound. And the problem is for me, yeah, I feel like with guys like that, probably I can blame the whole father figure thing as well. You know, a father plays a big role in the life of a man, and I think society as well. Society, we don't really highlight it as much. You know, it's kind of normalized. Like, okay, men are allowed to chase, but where a man learns to chase, a man has to learn composure, and a man has to learn, okay, respect. You know, if you're gonna chase a female, chase with respect. You feel me? Like, there's nothing wrong with showing considerate effort. But if you know that you're pushing it too far and there's no respect within it, just take it for what it is. As they say,
my thing as well, right now,
plenty of fish in the sea.
A question for the guys.
Yeah.
When guys see their friends move like that or anything, do they actually go and have a word with them? That's another good question as well, because
yes. Are your friends telling you it's wrong? What kind of friends are you around? Yeah, 100%.
I feel like that boils down to it as well. You feel me? It's just the awareness of the situation. You feel me? That's all it is.
Yep.
Because if everyone talks talking up and you feel me, like starts telling people like, because even if you see one of your guys and you're saying, bro, like, chill out, that was a bit too forward. You feel me? Like she said no already. Just keep it stepping, bro. You might see another girl in a couple of minutes. You feel me? You never know. You feel me? So I feel like guys need to talk to their friends as well, even friends, cousins, family, brothers, whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely important.
So it's definitely awareness within the whole situation of who you're around. You feel me? So please in the comments being silly. I'll leave that there. Oh, sorry, mods deleted it. Sorry, I just lift up my hands and shit happens. You feel me?
But yes, even
I appreciate your comment. Do you know what you do? Yeah, if you really want me to read that comment, send it in a super chat. Send a quick super chat, and I'm gonna put it up so everyone can see it. That'll be the best thing you can do. You feel me? So yeah, send a super chat. But yeah, go on. What was you guys saying? Sorry.
It's even as simple as like your friend calling a woman out her name. It doesn't have to necessarily be like all rowdy, yelling at a woman, raising their hand at a woman. It could be as simple as like using the B word. Like, don't be calling a woman that shit. And
Can I ask you something though? Just to pause right there, yeah. But isn't that more normalized in America? Because I see, and obviously we got some American males in the chat. Juju, if you're in the chat, I want to hear your opinion as well. Big up Juju as well. And big up Jackie in the building, Jade in the building, Kojo, Dennis, big up all you guys. I'm going to get to your comments in a minute. But let me ask you something, yeah, Vicky. And maybe Firms can say his piece as well. I feel like in America it's normalized a bit more. Like the B word, calling a female the B word. And I feel like females like to call each other that B word as well. So does that not help the case or hinder the case as well? Let me know what you think.
It definitely makes situations worse. Because if you think about it, like if I see I could cuss in this bitch, right?
Yeah, cuss.
All right,
It's
fuck
after now.
that. So yeah,
Yeah.
for me, if I see my girl, I would like, "What's the word, bitch? What you got going?" Like
Mm.
some light shit, or like even for men, it's like, oh, they be like, "Oh, that's your girl." Like, yeah, that's my bitch.
Yeah,
Casually,
yeah.
just casually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
So
definitely
are
for
you
the
guys
feminine.
part of the problem? Because the reason why I ask you this, is because it's like the N word as well. I openly say the N word to my fellow N's, innit? But then people tell me that people that don't like the words, like I've even, I remember Jada saying as well, like we shouldn't call each other that if we don't like other people saying it. But isn't there a part of it where we are allowed to say it because it's us, or do we not help the case by saying it, and then we therefore influence other people to say it as well? I want to know your opinion, Vicky, and then I want to ask Firms as well.
Mackie, I'm sorry.
What's Mackie saying? What's Mackie
No, I'm
saying?
just saying she's gonna come for me. She's gonna be like, "Who
Oh,
said
you're
what?"
giving a
Okay,
disclaimer to Mackie before you even
clear
speak. That's
before I even
crazy.
speak again,
All
like
right,
I had
go
to do
on.
last podcast.
Go on.
Yes, we make it worse, but it's kind of became so casual. It's like, how the hell do we stop at this point? You know, it's like it
Yeah.
became so casual, part of like a daily lingo. Just like Juju said, even sometimes women could call men that. And it's just so casual. And then we get
Mm.
upset when it's spoken to us or when it's said to us. So it kind
So
of
now
contradicting.
so now you've kind of had a bit of revisionism there, and we go back
Hmm.
now, and you talk about men calling women the B word. Where do we go with that conversation? Like, if we now have to re kind of go, if we had to go back to that conversation now, yes,
Hmm.
it's still disrespectful. Don't get it twisted, because realistically, within context, a woman's allowed to call her fellow woman that if that's you lot's thing. And also, to back your point, when a man's saying it, he's normally saying it in a disrespectful way. You feel
Hmm.
me? So maybe we have to talk about context, but then does context now mess up the whole fact of using the word in general? Because now within context, you're allowed to say it all. You feel me? Where do we go with it? Where do
Yeah,
we go?
I feel like it's either you do or you don't. There's really no way to make that decision to be right perfectly in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
middle. Because it's
yeah,
either we do say it to each other and let others say it to us, or we just cut it out. But at this point, it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
deep into it, it's just gonna happen regardless. Like in order for it to
yeah,
just reverse, everybody would have to stop using that word. Cause there's no way.
yeah, yeah,
Cause it's really
yeah.
meant,
No,
like literally it's meant to be disrespectful. If you Google that term, it's meant to be disrespectful. It's not meant to be
yeah,
casual. It just got switched to
yeah.
be a casual word.
You're basically calling your fellow counterparts a female dog. It's crazy.
This guy is-
Realistically, subconsciously. Firms, what's your take on it though? Firms
um,
don't give a toss. He don't care.
nah, I feel like honestly, overall, I feel like there's a lot of things people should be saying anyway. But
Yeah,
obviously, at the end of the day, it's right. Like we do, it's something that if someone else says, we'll get angry, but we say it to each other. You feel me? It doesn't really make any sense. You feel me? But at the
yeah.
same time, yeah, man. Just I respect. Anyway, guys shouldn't really be calling female. They even shouldn't really. Guys shouldn't call a female that at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah, 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 yeah. No, 100%, man. Let me go through the comments as well. Let's go through the comments. Big up you guys in the chat. Make sure you are liking the video. Before I even go through the comments, let me do a like check. We got 15 of you guys in here. You probably got some more guys on Twitter as well. Big up the guys on Twitter and Twitch watching. How many likes have we got so far? We got 11. Okay, guys, let's get to at least 15 for now. Let's get to 15 people, yeah? All right, cool. Let me go through the comments.
15
So
and Ryan will send £20 to someone random in the chat.
okay, you know what? If we get 30 likes, I'll send someone some money. Actually, no,
How
but
about that?
that's I don't.
That's fair though.
I feel like that's an incentive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll give you the great content, and maybe I can involve you in certain situations where you can win stuff. Because you have to be careful. You can't
Okay, there you
you
go.
can't
There you go.
incite people to do things. I'm not
You
gonna
see
pay
me?
you to like it. You feel me? That's dead. But
Clickbait.
go on. I
clickbait,
know what you mean, firms. You know,
clickbait.
if you like up the video, you know, we'll spicing up the content for you. How about that?
No, facts
You
though.
feel me?
Fact. Trust me.
I like
Yeah, got to be really, really
spicy.
careful. Yeah,
They-
spicy. Trust me.
Hmm.
Let's go. So where are we? Bear with me, man. You guys are throwing in the comments, and I appreciate it. So we are around here. So Mackie was saying we have to reject them in the sweetest way. Jada said she's not wrong. Then Kojo said here, I think it's a pride thing. Above everything else, it's a pride thing. No, 100%. Jada says here, yeah, keep your head down and walk when walking past. Big up Jackie in the building. 100%. I'm not that old. I'm only 24. I will always tell my young G if they get rejected by a girl, don't take it to heart and move on. 100%. Word. I do those, not your friends if they don't. Yeah, they're not. 100%, Judy. Big for real, man. I've always thought, Bath Time says here, I've always thought it was because a lot of men are brought up to only respect women that non-sexualized like their mothers and grands. Other women are basically sexual objects. That's true, you know. The way you've been brought up and the perspective that you've been taught to how to look at females is very important. I don't know if it was Vicky or Firms that said that earlier. Bath Time here says, what a world it is where you're asking people to insult you in super chats. 100%. If you want to insult me or make a joke or be cheeky, just do it in a super chat, you know, and I can put it up so everyone can see. You feel me? GG says here, it definitely is, but women do use that word towards men too. It needs to be a mutual respect. Yeah, 100%. Mackie's saying facts. Jada's saying there's a different levels. Men usually are saying it to be derogatory. Men don't use that word on a normal basis. Okay, Jada, let me pause this comment right here because it was you specifically that said the whole N-word situation. So if there's different levels and men are saying it to be derogatory and men don't use that word on a normal basis, I think maybe they do to a little degree, but then that's the same as the N-word to me. You know, other people use it to be derogatory, but as men saying it, we're just saying it because, right, you know, what up, man? You feel me? Like, what up? You feel me? So I just feel like it's the same context. It's the same principle. If we're going to have a principle for the B word, we might as well have a principle for the N word. But then again, the N word is kind of got history behind it. So I can understand why they might be a bit of more of an emotional kind of, you know, connection to how that word is used. But if you listen to songs and it says it, then maybe you might be contradicting yourself. You feel me? So I feel like if we're going to follow a kind of basis of how we look at something, we have to cover it in all angles. If we don't, then how much do we really care about using words and saying certain things realistically, you know? Mackie says her terms, when's the last time you called a woman the B word? Or Firms?
What, for me?
Firms.
Never,
yeah,
never,
she said,
never. Never. I don't even think that's ever come out my mouth.
She tried to put you on the spot.
No, never,
Hey,
never,
Mackie.
never.
Mackie, when's the last time you used the B word? I would love to know that, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's. Women should be put in their place. This is what Jam says, and just obviously, you know, so that you guys know, you feel me. All opinions expressed are solely those of the individual and not of Rhino MGTV. Just to let you know, yeah.
And panel.
But then the panel might say something I don't agree with as well. So
no, word though.
you don't want girls do that.
I'm on
Yeah,
MGTV. I'm on TV.
So Jams's opinion and what Jams has said in his comment that he just posted is that women should be put in their place. And I'm just reading his comment, you know. They wanted equality, so I'll treat them equal. In some cases, they should be insulted. I don't hit women. Damn. Get it. Can you elaborate a bit more into that, Jams? I want to understand where you're coming from. Anna the gamer. Hey, listen, Vicky's on you, man. Big up Anna as well.
Person they should be insulted. What do you mean?
Right now. Explain right now, Jams.
Hey, Jams, you know what? We might, Vicky, you know what we might as well do, Vicky and Firms, what I'm thinking? We might as well bring out the hot seat again, you know? Jams, I might bring out the hot seat again, you know, and you might have to take a seat and address your statements that you're making, and we wanna know more about it, you know, you feel me? So let me know if you're ready to take the hot seat.
I need you here, Jams. I need you here. Right now.
Say Jams should get the hot seat.
Jams should get in the hot seat.
Now.
Guys, let me know in the chat. If you think Jams should address for his statements, let me know. Sorry, Vicky, what was you saying?
No, I'm just telling him he need to get his ass here right now.
All right, there you go, Jams. I'm waiting for it. But yeah, big up Anada as well. Big up. Love, Anada, man. My peoples. Magpie says, to be fair, if a woman dresses like a hoe, she can't cry when she's objectified and sexualized. It's her fault. Damn. Okay, to a degree, I can understand if you're dressing you're dressing in a way that is going to attract people, but it doesn't mean you should be attacked. Maybe the objectified thing is sexualized. I can kind of see where you're going with that because she's dressing that way to get their attention. So that attention, if she's trying to throw out sexy attention, I'm sure she's going to be sexualized. But I think there's a borderline. It shouldn't be sexualized to the point where it's harassment. You feel me? It should, it's there's fine lines in my opinion, innit? Jam says here, and for Bath Times comment, you can't help the fact that us men are attracted from what we see from a woman before approaching a woman. A woman we have to find her attractive. Jada says there's too much history with the N-word. Mackie says today. Well, you use the B word today, yeah? That's crazy. In what context, though? In what context? And Bath Time says that's utilitarian argument that proves the point. If you need directions, you don't judge people based on if you want to fuck them or not. Interesting. Benjamin says here, disclaimer alert. Trust me, Ben, I had to throw it out there, because sometimes these people be tweaking in the comments, you feel me? Jams, we aren't equal though. Can't lie, so it is crazy. Dennis the Great says, panel thoughts on the red pill manosphere. Guys like Fresh and Fit, I find them guys weird. I will be real, them guys hate women. Do you know what it is, Dennis? I want to talk about that quickly. I think it was Bath Time and Jamie that showed me the about Fresh and Fit as well. Let me just do that 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, okay, cool. Fams is just doing something cool. When it comes to Fresh and Fit, yeah, I feel like it's a thing where it just depends on the message that they're delivering, innit? Like, I just feel like with Fresh and Fit, there's a lot of things that go under the radar with what they're talking about. Honestly, and people just kind of just find the negatives. And it takes me back to what I'm saying about conversations I've had before. Let's say I'm making an argument and I'm saying, okay, women are harder to date. I personally think women are harder to date. And then I start to list some reasons as to why I think women are harder to date, yeah? And then I say, okay, women are too emotional. A female might get onto me and say, what do you mean women are too emotional? How can you label us and whatever? But she's missing the whole context of what I'm saying. And I feel like with Fresh and Fit, the message gets lost. So I suggest now, when you watch the next episode or when you go back and watch something on Fresh and Fit, don't forget the context. Forget the whole reason why they're listing all the attributes as to what they're talking about. And then I think you understand it a bit more. And the reason why I also respect that is because females are allowed to go there and do the female empowerment thing and say, this is what we want. This is our boundaries, and be so strong within what they believe in. And that's what he does as well. He doesn't call anyone the B word. He doesn't knock them down. He normally uses facts. So I think the context is definitely very important as well. Juju says here, nah, I get it. If they disrespected me or call out my name, it's ball game. I'm returning. Go on, Vicky.
I've seen it. I've seen Juju. Mm-hmm. He's not lying. He definitely dishes out what people dish to him. 100%.
Rightly so.
100%.
Rightly so. You feel me? Jada says self-control is a thing.
She's right as well.
Thank you, Dennis. I get that vibe too. So much disrespect. Interesting. Fresh and Fit is so bizarre. They bring as many girls on as they can, introduce men like rock stars, and then just sit there insulting the girls. It's fascinating to watch. Yeah, when they're doing their insulting thing and stuff, I'm not co-signing that. I'm more talking about certain facts they use. Like, for example, the whole reason why I kind of started looking into our flaws as people, like men, we have problems with ego and pride. Females, and in terms of balancing our ego and pride, I'll say females as well. They have they when it comes to emotions, it's hard to kind of balance that. So as you get older, you go through more experiences in life. You realize when to use your ego, when not to. You know, when I was young and I was 17, 18, and I'm walking down the street and whatever I used to be involved in when I was younger, if I'm walking down the street, I'm not moving out the way for nobody. I look back at that now and I think, bro, like, what am I, Superman? Who cares, you know? So before, my pride would say, you know what, I'm walking firm. Everyone that's in my way must move up my way. If someone bumps into me, bro, what are you doing, bro? Can't you see man's walking? What's wrong with you, bro? Nowadays, you know, I'm walking. If a guy bumps into me, I just I carry on walking. You know, if it then escalates from that, then obviously cool. I might have to show a different side. But I feel like pride rise is just, bro, it's pointless. Like, okay, a guy's barging me. Okay, cool. You know, if he's done it on purpose, it's different. But if it's an accident and the guy says sorry, why am I gonna now escalate? Because that's what happens. A guy will step on your trainers, a guy will barge into you. He will say sorry, but because you want a reason to say something to him, bro, can't you see where you're walking? And then that now escalates into something, and then now he might start, and then bro, you end up having a fight, you get nicked, you get arrested, and then what? Because of your pride and not accepting his apology, you're spending a couple of hours in the police station. It don't make sense. So I feel like as you get older, you learn to kind of maintain pride and ego, and you learn to look at things differently. And yeah, what do you think about that, Vicky, in terms of like females and their emotions and their men and their pride and ego and stuff like that?
Honestly, like, okay, so connecting it to what you were just saying, honestly, same thing. Like, I feel like, man, I was just telling you earlier how I was when I
Yeah,
was younger. Like, pride could really make somebody an asshole. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, 100%,
pride can really
hundred
mess up a
percent.
person. So even when just like you were saying, if I bump into somebody or I get in somebody's way, back then I would have been like, yeah, fuck you. But now I'm gonna be like, excuse me, sorry, excuse me. Even just walking
Yeah,
in front of somebody, I'm excuse me, just cause. But
yeah, yeah,
pride
yeah.
is a motherfucker.
It's pride. Listen, pride will kill you. I'm telling you. Like, trust me. Like, where I've grown up in, like, pride will kill you. There's just a way you need to carry yourself, you know. But yeah, 100%. Let me go through the rest of these comments. Hopefully, we get firms back in the building. I think he's just sorting out some stuff. Dram says, I know women and men are not equal, but if I get insulted badly by a woman, I call her a bitch or B word, should I say? And I'll watch her cry. She needs to know that she can't fuck with me. Too many men take disrespect. Okay, cool. If a female is disrespecting you and she's insulting you and you're gonna insult her back and it's a bit of tit for tat, I can understand why you'd, use certain words back as well. Fair enough. I hear you still. Still waiting for you to get in the hot seat though, Jams.
Yeah, hold
The
on,
hot
Jen.
seat's
Hold on,
waiting for
hold
you.
on. Let's stay on this comment right here. Let's stay on this
Oh,
comment
go
right here.
on, Vicky. Take
Right?
the floor. Go on. Go on.
Cause look. This kind of brings it back to last podcast when we were talking about women and their emotions, right?
Okay, go on. Talk it.
A woman is going to tweak out every now and then. I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, we act out of our emotions. You guys have more patience. So if you see a female disrespecting you with no context, I'm not even saying it has to be a certain reason, just disrespecting you, why not sit back and be like, all right, I'm gonna just remove myself? Why give her that exact energy knowing she's gonna even rage off of more of emotion? Why? It's kind of like what who was it Jada was saying, like self-control is a thing.
Yeah, hundred
Women act out of
percent.
emotion, so why add fuel to that fire?
There you
Because
go. And
half
that
the time you're not gonna win.
and on top of that, that kind of co-signs where I'm talking about with pride and whatever. But then there's a balance because let me throw a spanner in the works now, Vicky. So if females are emotional and they're allowed to quote unquote crash out and a man should be calm and patient, doesn't that give a privilege, doesn't that give you a bit of advantage to kind of abuse that then? Females know
Yeah,
that, you know what, so that's kind of negative in the female sense,
it does, and it also kind of relates to like today's topic. Like, do women have it easier? That's another weird way like women have it easier
they
because
can get away with things a lot more.
yes,
There you
yes,
go. Perfect
because
segue. Talk about
exactly,
it. Talk about it. Talk
exactly.
about it.
That's exactly it. Like, this is a perfect example of that. Like, we have excuses. Like, for
Yeah.
example, periods. Let's talk about it. Monthly.
Hmm.
We
Hmm.
know almost every woman gets emotional when they're on the period. That's one
Hmm.
excuse.
Yep.
A woman active emotion. So say if a man breaks my heart, now I'm pointing fingers, getting loud, all this other stuff. I'm heartbroken. I'm acting out emotions. that can't really be an
Yeah.
excuse because then y'all are not allowed to do the same thing. And that's kind of another
Mhm.
place where we have it easier, if
Yep.
that makes
Yep. Yep.
sense. Like
Yep.
emotions are a big excuse for women.
Yep.
For
Yep. It's
some
true.
reason, and this kind of like what I was relating to last time, like men do have it hard because you guys aren't even allowed to have emotions. Like you guys are for sure, but in today's society, they're gonna look at y'all like, oh, you're being a simp, or oh, you're being weak. Y'all not being weak. It's just that women have it easier when it comes to emotions. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. We've got Firms back as well. Firms, did you pick up what we was just talking about?
No, sorry, I just had to run and do something quickly.
Nah, no worries, my bro. So basically,
Move me out to
we've
the
kind of
studio.
segued into a new topic. It's the same topic, but a new kind of like lane of that topic where women have it easier. So Vicky was basically highlighting that because women are more emotional. So
Mhm.
basically, I use the example of when I'm walking down the street 10 years ago, I'll take a barge or someone bump into me by accident more serious than what I take now because pride kills.
Pride,
And
yeah.
then Jams made a point that if a woman insults him, he's going to insult her back. Vicky then responded, but okay, you know what? If you know women are emotional, why don't you be the calm and patient one and just let them, talk their talk and then eventually they'll fizz out? Because you're fighting a losing battle, knowing that females are more emotional and knowing that a female's not going to stop. So why stoop to their level and be emotional back? But then I said, okay, but then that's not fair because that means a female just knows she can use her advantages and be emotional, and people are going to look at her and say, okay, she just must be on her monthly, or you know what, it's cool, just leave her. So we're basically talking about that being a benefit. So
It is a benefit. It happens
Yeah.
in serious situations, though. You feel me? Like,
Mhm.
I feel like females do have a say instead of men sometimes. Like, you feel me? But
Yeah.
at the same
Oh
time,
wow! Just to pause what you said, hey Vicky, you've made Jam say, "Look, that's true." I take back what I said. Damn, big
Oh,
Jam
yeah.
season, you know,
Wow.
taking back
Come
comments,
give
you
me a
know.
kiss, Stans. Come give me a kiss.
Hey,
Come give me a kiss. Because I would have never thought I
hey,
heard that come out your mouth.
hey, big up, big up, big up. Because Jams sticks by his guns. You feel me? Big up Jams as well. So you get me. I respect the fact he's backtracking, but respectfully backtracking as well. But go on, Firms.
No, I was gonna say in terms of obviously like Jared said he would cuss a woman back. I feel like it's not down to like the whole emotional thing because guys could be emotional as well. You get what I'm saying? Just because you're a man, it doesn't mean you can't be emotional, bro.
Yeah,
That's what
Feel
I
me?
just said
But
too. Yep.
I feel like it just boils down to the person. Do you get what I'm saying? The type of character you are. If you're a big person, you can walk away from that. Okay, she cussed me, cool. You know what I mean? I'll keep it going, keep it separate.
Yeah.
Ain't really a big problem. So I don't think
Character
it
building.
boils down to the gender or whatever. You feel me? So
Yeah,
that's just
yeah,
my thing
yeah.
anyway.
Koala says, big up Rhino and Vicky. Pride is the devil. Word to Jermaine Cole. Hey, trust me, 100%. Big up Koala as well, man. Let me see. So let me go through some comments again, and I'm gonna say my opinion on the whole what we're talking about now. Where are we? So Dram says here they end up killing themselves from the way women disrespect, and that's true when it comes to suicide and pressures that men deal with as well. And funny enough, I was watching a video on TikTok earlier. That's why I said who benefits more from the system. We're gonna move on to that topic quickly after we finish this. But the thing about Fresh and Fit is I don't. Let me see. Yeah, I don't like the way they go at Black Queens. Yeah. I don't fully agree with everything that they say or do. Get themselves killed. Guys get themselves killed for not swallowing pride. Yep, 100%. Mackie's agreeing with Vicky. His argument is about power, not emotions. Okay, yeah, that's true. Actually, I didn't see it in that way. Juju is saying it depends on the situation. If females are aware that they're emotional, why can't they also work on patience? Very good point as well. And Koala says Jams is simping. Guys experience emotions basically the same as women. The difference is women express emotions differently. That's very true, man. We are all emotional, but it's just the way about how we express it. You feel me? That's very good point. Very good point. Cool. So we've spoke about situations that females can use to their advantage because they're women, whether it's getting to a club, even with situations with the law. You know, a police officer might stop you, and because you're pretty, he might give you a bit of a less sentence. You feel me? There's certain privileges you like have in society when it comes to like even a work job, I know females talk about equality in terms of wages and stuff, and how women weren't paid the correct wages that men were paid, and obviously because of what happened years ago and how the society has been built that men were kind of the leaders and women just should stay at home and all of that stuff. So I understand that women are trying to kind of, they want more equality in this world. But as we said in the comments, if you females want equality, which I do as well, you have to be ready for just handling everything as equals as how a man and woman. Do you feel me? There's going to be, okay, man and woman should just handle it the same. You feel me? That's what equality is about. And that's why we spoke about last week when we was talking about, okay, if you want to be bigger than what you are, then if you're in a situation, I'm not going to back you, defend yourself. I think that's a bit harsh because as men, I feel like we should always protect females and whatever. But I kind of get the analogy. Like, you're basically trying to say, if you want to be just as good as us, handle the situations that we generally handle. You feel me? So I get that still. But yeah, so obviously, yeah, so we're talking about society. We've agreed that females basically have it easier. If it's time to get approached by a guy, if there's time to make money or whatever, it's easier. They can step out of their house and they have easier opportunities. But now let's talk about the system. I want to talk about so obviously like I mentioned before, back in the days, women weren't really getting paid as much as the men. They were expected to do quote unquote the cooking and the cleaning and whatever. But let's talk about women's rights when it comes to like things like even children, like, or things where it's like the woman naturally gets, what's the word I'm looking for, firms? She naturally gets a woman, when a woman makes a case, it's like she's innocent before she's guilty. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like they naturally feel like it's like women are generally seen to lie less than men. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, firms? I feel like
I know what you mean. Still, they kind of get more obliged.
They get a bit more leeway. Yeah, you feel me? And so it's funny that they chase the equality in the system because of what happened back in the day. But at the same time, there's so many advantages to being a woman in the system that you guys don't realize you have. Like even like I said, in the workplace and all of those.
No, it's definitely very different these days, bro.
Different,
like,
bro.
There's women that like before, obviously, like back in the day, a lot of women weren't making the same as like certain men and all these type of things. But there's like a lot of women that are wealthy, you feel me? Like they're doing their thing, kind of thing as well. So a lot of like, even if you look at certain job roles and stuff, there's a lot of women in a lot of those job roles more than before. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it can still be improved as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even when you look at stuff like, say, football over here, there's no female first team managers.
So
and
it's
stuff
a male
like that,
dominated sport.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Which obviously they're trying to change. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's just obviously small examples. You feel me? But stuff's improving. You feel me? It's improving
and that's
a lot.
A good segue into what Bath Time said earlier. Sorry, about women in sports. So, do you think the women are treated unfairly in sports? Basically,
I don't think so.
Okay, go. Why?
And the reason being is because.
And let me add one more thing to that statement that I'm putting towards you. Mm-hmm. For example, you said if you have a male football system and you have a female football system, a female wouldn't have like a certain coach. Don't you think that's unfair that they don't get to have the same amount of privileges? I
feel like stuff like coaching and that, it's just obviously how much you understand the game and study the game. You feel me? Anyone can. You feel me? Obviously, when it comes to playing the game, not to say men are better than women at playing or anything, but it's just what generates the most income. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I remember I saw the stats of like the female World Cup compared to like the male World Cup, and the numbers are silly. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like that's the only thing that separates it. It's just the business side of it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
You feel me? Obviously, if you watch football over here in the UK, like females, they've just started to sell out stadiums and stuff like that now. We know the men's teams, bro, it sells out months before the ticket. Like, you feel me? Like, once the tickets are released and stuff like that. So I feel like, obviously, hopefully one day it could get to that. But do you get what I'm trying to say? From a money perspective and a business perspective, I feel like that's why it is like how it is. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
So basically, Firms is basically saying that there's more demand for the male football. You know, when it comes to putting an event in a stadium, the male football will get sold out, and maybe the female stadium might only be covered by 20% of people. So therefore, with less demand, there's less facilities there to provide because I guess you're wasting money. I guess you feel me? Why are they gonna build a system where there's loads of facilities when there's not a lot of demand for women football? So as the demand grows, then the facilities will grow with it, which is basically happening now. You've got the Women's World Cup, and now you see more involvement in female football in terms of them taking it more seriously. So yeah, that's a very good point. It's a very good point. Vicky, I don't know if you're still there. Do you have
I
any
am.
thoughts as to the whole sporting and women and all of that stuff?
I'm
What's your
kind
views
of
on it?
yeah. I was gonna mention basketball out here, women's basketball and men's
Yeah, go on,
basketball
talk
out
about
here.
it. Talk about it. That's interesting.
So
Yeah, talk about it.
the other state that I live in, Connecticut, has UConn, who has a men's team and a women's team. It's crazy because the women's actually sell out prior to the men's.
Oh,
So it's kind of vice versa. That's what I'm saying. Like it might be different in different countries, but out here, like a woman's basketball game out here is going to sell out before men's. I don't know.
is it
Yeah. I feel
interesting?
like
Do you
it
know about
depends.
that, firms?
Mm-mm.
No, I'm
Hmm.
talking.
First I'm hearing this.
Educate
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, educate us.
Oh,
Educate us.
oh, Chinks is in here. Oh,
Oh, big
let
up
me be
Chinks.
careful. Say
I Chink says good
Hi,
show,
Chinks.
G. Sorry I couldn't make it. No, big. Sorry I couldn't make it. Big up, man. My guy, man.
Yeah.
Next week, bro.
So for my other my other Americans, if y'all
Yeah,
could
yeah,
come into the chat and vouch for that, like, do y'all
yeah,
agree?
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
Let
think
me
it's
hear it in
based
the
on the
chat.
country, based on the sport?
I feel like it also
So
depends on how good the teams are doing as well. So
Hmm.
yeah. That's true.
And
That's
that's why
true.
I'm
That's true.
asking, because y'all may know more about sports than I do. But from
But
my
that's
point of view,
yeah. But we don't know about the whole the female basketball having more demands. I
I
don't know
see.
about that as well.
What's that girl that's famous? Like I think she plays college basketball.
oh, LSU.
Firms,
Yeah,
firms just said,
Yeah.
"What's that?"
she's got crazy deals. No, but she got crazy. Like I heard she's making crazy money out there. You feel me?
Hmm.
But it's
And
because of
that's
Crazy.
another
social
perfect
media stuff.
example.
Yeah, I heard the
Okay, so
college
she's
thing. Like
making more
females are
money
like,
than the average guy basketballer.
I heard it sound crazy like that. Maybe I'm wrong. And you feel me? Don't crucify me in
That's what I'm trying to be careful.
um,
Like, I don't want to be
but
wrong.
I'm pretty sure for what I saw, she's making like you feel
Yeah.
me? Like
Are the games in the
Crazy.
same
money.
capacity stadium? Yes.
Interesting. Listen, people,
UConn
we're
is a
currently on
college.
15 likes. Thank you. I'm gonna
Keep
get a
it going.
soundboard so
Keep
I
it
can put some
going.
effects. So listen, we've hit the first landmark. Let's get to 20 now, people. Come on, I love it. And if you guys are still in the chat, throw in your comments as well. Throw some questions at us as well. Keep it to the topic. Do women have it easier? Why do they have it easier? If you think they don't, why don't they? And talk about men as well. I want to hear you guys' opinions. And let me even go through the comments as well. Bath time, you wanted to hear about this sports section, so let me know if this is going in the direction you assumed it would. Jada's still saying, yeah, benefit of the doubt is the word I was looking for. Thanks. And she says here, the pay gap
Take
is
up
still
is still
there.
there. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So Bathtub says conviction rates around sexual assault would suggest that that's not the case. Mitigating factors possibly. Yeah. That's true. I think I read somewhere that boots are all made for men and it's leading to lots of ACL injuries in the women's game. Ooh, that's
I think
that's a
the
very, very
ACL.
good point.
I know it's a bit off topic, but I heard the ACL thing's down to obviously pitches and how boots are as well. So that's why there's
No,
a
but
lot of them
firms, do you know
freaking
why
now.
it's not off topic? Because it's
Yeah.
about females having it easier. If I
That's
want to
true.
be a female, not if I want to be a female, because that sounds
Huh?
wrong. But it's not wrong if you want to be a female as well. Let me throw that out there,
There's
like,
nothing
'cause
wrong with it.
I don't want to, get at people that are considering whatever. But I'm saying if I was a female and I'm buying boots and the boots are not complementing to my physique because a male physique is different to a female's physique and it's leading to injuries, that's another example of maybe the fact that in sport there's not a lot of kind of support in terms of the equipment they provide because it's a male dominated sport. But I guess it's not the male's fault that it's a male dominated sport because women weren't really playing football anyway. It was the minority. So the fact that it's kind of increased now, I guess these are just teething problems as we transition into seeing more women's football. They're probably going to start making women's boots now or customized boots and stuff like that. So, yeah.
There has been
it goes
female
back to
boots.
what
The
Fern
females
was saying.
have female boots.
Okay.
That's been a thing from a long time ago. They do have female boots, definitely.
Okay.
Like their own colorways and stuff like that. I feel like
Yeah, there you
obviously
go.
the better the sport gets, like it's like now, like you feel me, like 20 years ago, football was completely different to how it is now. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of pressure on athletes. That's why injuries and stuff occur. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of it might be the pitches or it might be what they're playing on, or do you get what I'm saying? Because what's the thing that they're trying to do? They're trying to make the game quicker. They're trying to make it faster. Do you get what I'm trying to say? More demanding on the body. So whereas the male's body, you feel me? Not to say women can't be as athletic as guys and stuff like that, but the male's body, we could do a bit more. Do you get what I'm trying to say in terms of the whole athletic stuff? Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe when they're trying to do that for females, maybe that's causing the injuries. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. It was a good point. It's very true. It's very true, man. And also, based on what Vicky said in regards to female basketball being more of a demand, I want to know some of your opinions in the comments as well.
Juju actually commented, he said, I will say there's an inequality in the women's sports when it comes to brand deals.
Okay.
They will pick the more attractive player rather than the better player.
That's very true. But what is it? A brand deal. What is brand? It's the kind of look. So I guess I can understand it. A brand is your brand, innit? It's how you look, how you how you appear to the people, whatever. So I can understand. So wait, let me just read it again. So I will say there's an equality in the women's sports when it comes to brand deal. Okay, so in terms of inequality, whereas so basically you're saying that a guy, he's talented. It doesn't matter what he looks like. He's going to get a good brand deal. But for females, it's more based on what they look like. That's basically what you're saying. Okay, I can hear that. I hear that. I guess that's where a female has more of an advantage, but she has to be pretty to get that advantage. You feel me? So I hear that. I would think that it would be same for men, no? If you are a more attractive man, you're going to get more brand deals because you've got that model look, but I guess it's more harsh when you're looking at
the better player that you are as well.
Yeah, how good you are as well still. Yeah. Cool. So big up Juju for that love, my guy. I appreciate that. Where was I? I was going to read out a comment. So Bath Times here says, are the games in the same capacity stadium?
Yes.
That will be a question for, okay, there you go. Juju says it's based on the money being brought in, just like what Firm said. Alicia Lehman is the prime example of the pretty perk, 100%. She plays for West Ham, right? Is it West Ham she plays for?
Aston Villa.
Oh, Aston Villa. Remember, Firms, I always get their kits mixed up, bro. Yeah. Aston Villa, yeah. Big up, Alicia Lehman.
Oh.
I assumed it would go into transfer.
Wait, what did he say?
Just next. Gonna get canceled.
Hey, but
disclaimer.
Hey, bath time, man. Like I said, all opinions expressed are solely of those of the individual, not a random MGTV and the panel. You feel me? But let's go to this. Nah, I love bath time. I can't lie, he's a legend, man. I would say there's an equality in the. Oh yeah, that's why I just. Yeah. Cool. Next comment. In Spain, it's pretty similar. Men's sports still get the most attention by most Spaniards, but women's sports is growing. Yeah, 100%. Basically, what Firms said. Oh yeah, the Spanish football team and what happened to that girl getting snogged in the ceremony. They never did that to Casemiro when we won the Carabao. Oh,
sick.
I need to look more into that as well. It's true though. There's definitely a difference with how they deal with the males and how they deal with the females. Rashford unveiled boots with his 2G, 2GA. Can you explain what that means, Firms? That 2GA. I know that's more. Is that something to do with the grass? With his 2GA. Oh, I thought that was like some special boot kind of.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah. Listen, we don't want to talk about that. Rashford's.
I get what he's saying. So he revealed without being like having a good season.
And he's not playing well. You feel me?
He's still selling.
You get me? So that's So Rashford is a big person in the community. He's been knighted as well. So some even with the fact that he's not playing well, he's still got the advantage of being able to unleash football boots and stuff. So yeah. Oh, she plays for Everton ladies now, for real.
Oh, sad
That's
my
crazy.
transfer.
Yeah, mad transfer still. I remember this happening to David Ginola. Oh yeah, he played for Tottenham, innit? Ginola, am I wrong? Or Chelsea? Tottenham or Chelsea? That's back in the day, man. That's my times though. He did a shampoo. Remind me, Koala, who he played for. I believe it's Tottenham. Tottenham or Chelsea. He did a Chelsea. He did a shampoo commercial, and he got hated by his whole country that he was focused on selling products over playing football. And there you go. There's a balance between, you know, how good you are in the sport and what you're doing for like commercial reasons as well. You know that somehow also managed to win the 98-99 player of the season over Beckham and the treble winners. And Koala says Spurs. Yeah, I remember Spurs. But I don't know why I thought Spurs or Chelsea. But I don't remember Villa and I don't remember Newcastle either. I just remember his Spurs tenure still. But yeah, big up. Love for that, man. Love for people. He hasn't been knighted, but I swear he's a something. He's an MB something. Like, I don't, obviously, I'm not a professional in this whole MBE and Sirs and all of this, but he's got something that's added to his name that, you know, I don't know if it's a, you know, explain it in the comments, bath time. Ginola was a good looking man. Pause. All right, cool. Let me see. What else did I start here? So now we're talking about the sports. Okay, cool. But yeah, just to even summarize, you guys, I feel like, yeah, man, obviously there's loads of examples in this life where we can kind of show that, okay, women have it easier here or men have it easier here. But when it comes to sports is a very good topic. I didn't plan to talk about sports, but I guess in the sports kind of category, females do have it a lot harder. But when it comes to general life and what you need to succeed in life, I think females do definitely have it easier. If we want to go back to points that Vicky made earlier, points that Firms made earlier as well, it's just easier for you guys. You guys can, even if you're not the greatest looking women, the greatest looking woman, should I say, you all you have to do is be sexy and you can get your way in life, you know? No, seriously, like sex actually sells. It's crazy, it sells.
That's the word of the day. The sentence of the day, be sexy. Just be sexy, y'all. Just be sexy.
So that's what Vicky's saying. Vicky's saying, you know what, no matter what you look like,
just
be sexy. Embrace yourself, you know.
I was about to say, actually, yeah, like let's talk about that a little bit. All right. So be sexy don't mean you gotta really be sexy. Like just be confident in your own skin. That's really all it takes.
There you go.
Because I feel like confidence can make a person look 10 times better. 100%. I'm not gonna lie.
100%. Tell us something. Give us an example.
Like, okay, I'm thick. I'm pretty thick. Like I have a gut, you know what I'm saying? Like a normal thick girl, you know what I'm saying? Thick.
Yep.
Feel me? Back in the days, before thick women became a thing, because y'all gotta admit, y'all used to bash us crazy, like using the fat word. I used to get bullied all the time. I used to hate it. Like I just used to like not care about how my hair looked, not care about taking care of myself when I went out the house because society didn't really care about me anyways. But taking that, using that as fuel to take care of myself and be like, I don't care what y'all think. I'm finna walk around like I'm the baddest bitch in the city. I could tell you, I feel 100% better. I walk around like nobody could touch me, and that attracts.
And to go on to further your point, and now it gets more accepted in society. There's more like, for example, like if you're looking at the modeling scene, it's not just about slim models or whatever. There's a big variety now, and society's changed to kind of bring everybody in. No matter what you look like, you can be beautiful, and that's true. And I can relate to that. Being dark skinned, back in the day, dark skin was not a thing. Remember them times, Firms? Oh, he's blick, he's that, like. And then I remember, I don't know if I think I've said this on the show before. I remember when I went from secondary school to college. So when I was 16 and I was going into what we call college, it's funny because I was talking to Vicky earlier about the differences in what we call certain things and, you know, all of that stuff. But when I was going into my 16, 17 years, of age, that's when I realized that it's starting to get accepted as dark skin became a thing. And then you started hearing the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, and you need to love your skin. And trust me, you lot skin smooth. And it's kind of related to what Vicky's saying, where a lot of things weren't really rated back in the day. So as people, males or females, it was harder. You know, if you were a bit bigger than the average person, or you're a bit darker than the average person, or whatever. So it's mad how society has changed. And it's a good kind of way to kind of summarize this show and what I wanted to say. Things are becoming more equal nowadays. That's the facts. That's why women want to be more independent and they don't want to rely on a guy. As much as we don't mind you guys being independent. But the gist of what I'm saying is you guys still have it easier. That's I think that's one thing that's not going to change. Because as Kojo said here, sex sells. You feel me? Big facts. Even though Jada's right, she says looks will only get you so far. But that's what I'm saying, Jada. You use the looks to get in the door, and once you're in the door, the world's your oyster. You feel me? Whereas a lot of us are standing outside the door and we can't even get in. You feel me? So
man can't access it.
Man can't access it, bro. Man, we're standing outside the establishment and we think it's closed. Nah, we're just not the right person. As soon as home goes,
that's another good example.
You know what I mean?
It's like when you go on a night out. Like there's certain
talk about it.
And
I mentioned it earlier. Talk about it.
There's a pack of females. They're gonna let the females come through.
Yeah,
two of us come. Say me and you ran off. Nah, no space. Say it, guys.
No space. But when it's females, going. Yeah. We can't even club. Firms, we can't even go clubbing. We can't go clubbing. You feel me? We have to pay. But they getting free. And when it's full capacity, somehow there's some special hidden allocated capacity for them. Oh, the females. Nah, you feel me? But then that's what happens. You have certain situations when the place gets overcrowded and certain bad things might happen, you know? So sometimes for the Nyash, the security are letting extra women in, but they're causing problems with the health and safety because now the building's too, you know what I mean? You see what the Nyash does? See how powerful the Nyash is? Security are risking their jobs where they know that they've reached maximum capacity of the club, but they've squeezed more females in there. You feel me? They're risking health and safety. The power of the Nyash.
This guy's gonna kill me.
The power of the Nyash. Rashford is just pure shit running around the pitch. Yeah, I know. Let's not talk about that. Man United are dinner right now. What's the pressure like to be a mother as kind of way to compete being a woman? I think we can talk about that. Well, we'll talk about that next time because I'm going to start closing off. I want to keep the shows short so when people are watching it back, it's just quick. I know, obviously, the long shows are nice. You know, you make a bit of food, whatever, have a bit of snacks and chill. But I want to keep them at a certain time, depending on the panel and depending on how it's going as well. But yeah, there's a lot of pressures as to being a mother as well, which is definitely something I spoke about earlier. And I think as a father, there's the same thing as well. But then fathers have definitely way less rights. When it comes to a female wanting to take away a child or do certain things to punish you, she has more of a say. And I was watching a TikTok as well. It's so crazy how the female can go to the court system, get kids taken away, move on with her life, find a new boyfriend. It gets all paid for her. But with the guy now, he has to pay just to get heard. You feel me? And it's a mad situation. And that's another example of females having it easier. They've got more of a right when it comes to children in opposed to a father. A woman just has more of a right with her child more than the father does. And that's another example of females having it easier. So as much as they struggle in life and they go through a lot of the pressures of being a woman, you feel me? Big up Juju as well. Juju was like, I was going to say 16 in college is crazy. I know these are laughing because I know Bath Times definitely said something. I'm waiting for it still. Yeah, so when we're 16, we go into college. And then from 16 to 18,
college is still our high school, basically.
Yeah,
college
it's high school. And
university, isn't it?
Yeah, college to you guys is university. So when we're 18, we're going to university. And for you guys, that's college, isn't it? So we both going to college at the same time, but we just call it different things. So yeah, just to explain that to Juju. Jada's saying true when you put it like that. Koala says, I swear down, women exposing skin is the biggest asset to please the male gaze. I like that word, gaze. I caught homeboy lacking watching Bear Lizzo, Lizzo watching Bear of Lizzo's Instagram reels where she was twerking. He's effed his his algorithm now.
My algorithm is on dinner, bro.
Hey, well, what fams? You got an algorithm? What a twerking algorithm? Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Nah. This algorithm. Hey, this guy's a bandit, bro. Oh my god.
No, the algorithm is crazy.
The algorithm is crazy. You go on Instagram, bro.
To Jada about it. She says she's deleted TikTok because it's recording your whole life, and then it's just then providing.
In fact, I posted right now. FNR Firms. I don't remember now. You know what I mean?
FNR Firms on TikTok. Make sure you go check that out.
I'm on TikTok now, man. I'm on TikTok.
TikTok. And it's so mad, that we're talking about how TikTok copies everything you're saying. Remember, I set the subject of who has it easier. I was chatting to Jada earlier, and then I went on my TikTok, and that's when I saw the TikTok of the guy talking about fathers. And I was like, what? Is this phone listening to me or something? I was like, what's going on? Like, it's mad. But let me go for the comments. Koala says here, living for Nash and dying for Nash. Which one's worse? Word to Dave. Nash, all right, Nash supremacy.
Listen, Nash is worse.
It's real, bro. It's real. Bro.
No, we need to put the Americans on the lingo. Nash, by the way, is
go on, talk it, bro.
It's the gluteus maximus.
Gluteus maximus.
So you see,
when we say a female's got a nyash, it means she's got a
she got the gyat.
She's got the gyat. Yeah, the gyat. She's got the gyat.
Oh my god.
You know, saying people are dying for Nash these days.
So people are dying for the gyat. That's basically what we're talking about. So just for the Americans in the comments. So the nyash is the gyat. You feel me? So what we're saying is that there's same way there's the nyash supremacy. There's the gyat.
Okay, hold on. I got a question for both of y'all.
Oh, okay. Go on.
So Rhino, you living or dying for Nash?
Listen, do you know what it is here for me?
No.
Listen, do you know why I say I'm not dying?
You next first.
Yeah, first is next. So let him put me on the spot. I don't mind. Listen, I want to be on the spot. You feel me? The reason why I'm not dying for Nash is because I set my standards to a level where I respect myself more. So, for example, you can be in a situation, let's say when we was all young, Ben said I'm waffling. Okay, fine. Yeah, cheers, Ben. We could be in a situation, where let's say, for example, we're all in the club. I am more of a person that I like to be exclusive. So I don't like to follow the crowd. So now on to you, firms. So I'm not dying for the Nash. Everyone can run. Do you know what happens? Let me even tell you a good example. For example, back in the day, I'll say this is about 10 years ago. I used to run a studio, in Tulse Hill, big up Tulse Hill, obviously, always. So I at that time I was running the studio, and in the next room I was doing photography in the next room. So we used to have women, females come in and out of the studio. Cool. So there was a certain day that a female came in, and she was pretty in it. She came in to take pictures. I'm going to give you a perfect example of how I can back my point, and I want to hear you, firms, because you don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Listen, So now what happened was we had the female taking pictures, and she was taking nice pictures, all of that stuff. We had a few mandem in the building. All the mandem were catting for her. So Americans, catting is like fiending. They were fiending for her, making comments, asking for a number, trying to flirt and whatever. I'm just there professional, chilling. I'm with my photographer, big up Chan. He was taking pictures and was just looking at the pictures and, telling her what to go and change and do her poses and whatever. Cool. So then the female ended up liking me. So while everyone else is trying to expose themselves and trying to show their cards, I'm the one that wasn't really bothered, and I got their attention. So that's an example I'm trying to give. I don't follow what everyone does. Okay. You feel me? I'm not going to risk it for Nash.
You got out that one.
But I get what you mean, though. If there's a situation where you're after a female and she's got Nash, maybe you're going to do the mad thing for the Nash. So I get that example. Like, like you like a female, she's got the mad, like you're thinking, oh, you know what? I'm putting in work for this one. So in that context, I understand. But what about you, firms? How
Yeah,
can you answer the
firms, what
question?
you
I'm
living
living
or
for.
you
I'm living
dying?
for God. I'm living for God.
No,
I'm living for God.
no,
That's
friend,
that's
no, no.
that's all we got time for today, ladies and
No.
gentlemen.
And you know what's
He's
so funny?
dying.
Look,
He's dying.
look what firms.
Firms
Look what
is
he said
dying.
here. No slapping, no slapping. Explain that music video. Ben is a legend.
Hey,
So long
Ben, hey, it sells. It sells. Okay?
sex sells.
Sex
So
sells.
just to explain to you guys in the comments, yeah, we've got an artist called ML, yeah. Big up ML. If you watch my other videos, he's one of his songs, his next single plays on my intro, innit? So me and Firms are managing an artist called ML. You're gonna hear about him really soon. Back in the day, he did a music video, yeah, and we had a little viral moment where we had a girl twerking. So what happened was while we were filming, I might have to put it up for you guys. I might have to put it up for you. I might have to find it. I might have to find it. Shall I put it up for them firms? Let me put it up. Let me put it up for you guys. Let me put it up for you guys. And this is
I
this
feel
is
like
an example.
Firms is gonna die about it. That's it. That's all I got.
I
I
firms
don't die
answer
for
that.
Nash, man. I don't die for Nash.
Yes, yeah. Mhm.
Nah, Nash dies for me. For me, I'll go anywhere looking for
Crazy.
Nash.
So
I'm a
I'm gonna
homebody.
play. I'm gonna
Nah,
play the
joking.
clip for you
A lot
guys.
of guys, do you know what it is? A lot of guys ain't gonna admit, but they're living and dying for Nash, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like guys are gonna understand that it's just live, bro. You feel me? Living for Nash means when the female with Nash walks past you, you bend your neck and turn around and look back. So every
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
guilty in
yeah,
here,
yeah.
bro. I don't want to hear that. That's even dying because if she turns around and catches you, you're finished. You're dead.
Shit, I'm turning too. If
There
she
you
got a
go.
fat ass, I'm looking for sure.
Oh,
So
snap.
everyone's dying for Nash. Everyone dying for Nash.
So also females die for Nash as well, base. That's what
Females
we're
are
hearing.
dying.
Yes,
Ah,
100%.
interesting.
So what's
Alright,
the difference
guys,
if
I've
you
got
do
the-
it? What's the difference if I do it?
Oh, there's
Yeah,
no
talk
difference.
it,
There's
talk
no
it.
difference. There's none. There's none at
Alright,
all.
cool. 'Cause if I do it, I get caught. I'm gonna be a weirdo, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
There's a
I guess
difference,
that's the
there's a difference,
difference. I
though.
guess there is. Okay, yeah.
Interesting. So here's the video, guys. Yeah. So basically, just to give you guys a summary, we did a music video with one of our artists, and we had my friend Sunshine. Big up Sunshine. She's a professional twerker, and she's in loads of big music videos, very big music videos. But this is 2 years ago, before she was even out there. So what we did is she was twerking in ML's music video, and then there was a moment where he slapped her behind. And then obviously you're gonna watch it, you're gonna see what happens. Give me a sec. This might be an example of dying for Nash. All right, cool. Are you guys watching? Yeah. Tell me if you can hear the sound as well.
Whips, you know that I'm the shit. Why I keep on
Can you guys hear the sound? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
laughing and they keep on talking. I know a painting called Gia. Big back, you can see when she walking. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Man, I love the way that she back it up. Yeah. I get a check then stack it up.
I'll bad him up. I'll bad him up, hey.
No slapping.
Oh, no slapping, no slapping.
Your man is a pussy, I'll bad him up. Dickhead.
So basically, what happened is he slapped her booty, and she said no slapping, but he wasn't expecting it. So if you look at his face, the way he was so shocked, like he wasn't expecting it. Like, look at his face there. Look at his face. He was not expecting it still. Can you guys still hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
face-
yeah.
yeah. So that was it. Still, like, so that's when Benji's talking about no slapping. Explain that music video. That's right there. Jams with his comment. Big up. I'm not gonna read that. Listen, big up, Jams.
Bro, what a cover, bro.
Big up, man. The Bunda.
What is Bunda? What is that?
Bunda is yeah
Bunda.
as well.
So no, you gotta break it down, though.
Go on, break it down, fellas. Go on, break it down.
So cool. there's a football league in Germany called the Bundesliga. You feel me?
Mhm.
But so what? So one artist basically called Jay Huss. He's a big artist over there. You feel me? He was rapping one time and he said Bunda. You feel me? He made it short. Bunda. You feel me? Bunda is Nyash. You feel me?
But
if
do you
a
know
girl's
what
got
people
a
don't
Bunda,
know?
She's top of the league.
No, but firms, you know what people don't know about the word bunda?
Mhm,
It
mhm.
means backside in Brazilian, you know, Portuguese. I'm
Oh,
pretty
see?
sure
See
bunda is
that?
actually.
See?
Well, let me search it. I'm pretty sure bunda is actually.
Top
It means
flight,
something.
top league, Bunda, Nyash. Like, trust me.
Yeah, see, buttocks, but.
Oh, there you go.
Translation of-
There's even two
Yes,
terms.
Portuguese.
There's even two
Bunda
terms.
is Portuguese for
Bunda.
backsides. People
Well,
No,
don't
that's
know
not how you
that
spell
firms, you
it.
know.
That's not how you spell it though.
How do you spell
I
it
think
though?
it's a double O. It's B.
Okay.
But Bunda, definitely from the term that I know, Bundesliga. You feel me? She's top league. Like Bayern Munich in this, or only the guys will know.
Yeah.
So if you watch
So
football,
because the word bunda means backside, and there's a league called Bundesliga, he made it into a context where, okay, if you got a bunda, you're in the Bundesliga, like you're in the league of bundas.
yeah,
Basically.
you're the league.
He
of
used
Bunda.
like a play on words. Yeah. Big up Jay House, man. So
about to go
bunda,
outside here right
you guys
now.
are learning it. Yeah. Bunda, nyash, they're all the same thing.
I'm about to go outside and use a lingo right now.
Trust me, use it, man.
Just don't die for it.
Don't
I'm gonna
die for
die.
it.
I'm gonna
That's
die
the
for it.
message.
I'm gonna
And
die.
look, I'm
for
looking at
it.
the camera, people. Don't die for the bunda.
Don't
Yeah.
die for the
Yeah.
Nyash. Don't die for it.
man. Don't die for
Don't
it.
don't slap
Benji
it
says
either.
here-
Don't slap it.
no slapping as well.
Don't slap
slapping.
it. Don't slap it.
Jade is laughing. Benji says bootylicious. Koala says yeah.
No,
And then
seriously,
Juju
yeah.
says, "Oh, I know what Nash is. I'm in tune, gang. Come on, Juju. Come on."
Hey, big up
Look at
Gigi.
Juju.
I said Marcus Nashford.
What?
Hey, Benji said I'm waffling, but I explained myself. Can't lie. When I was 16 to like 19, I was dying for Nash. You keep it real, Dennis. Keep it
Kept
real,
it real,
bro.
though. Kept it real. Kept it real.
Hey, you support Real Madrid as well. Big up. Hey, listen. Hey, Bellingham's doing well for you, man. But that's another topic, man. That Bunda. I went through that comment as well. No slapping. Where are we? The less you do, the more. Man said professional twerker. Yeah, professional twerker, my bro.
Professional twerk is a thing.
Halftime said, big up the boys back. Everyone here's just laughing at the slapping. Everyone's going crazy. Listen, we're on 18 likes now, people. 18. We're nearly on 20. We're about to close out as well, people. Big up everyone in the chat as well. If you haven't already, please like the video. Please subscribe. Please put post notifications on. Subscribe to FNR Beats on Twitch. Make sure you follow them on TikTok as well.
If you're just if you're not like subscribing, you're weirdo now. Like honestly,
Yeah, you are.
sorry,
You
you're
are.
so weirdo, bro. No,
You're not
honestly.
valid.
I
No
said
balance.
send back Sancho back to it. Koala said pause. After what a comment. Yeah, cool, man. We're gonna close up right here, people, man. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much, you know. But like I've said, if you guys haven't liked the video already, please like the video. Please follow FNR Beats on Twitch as well. Follow their YouTube. We're gonna be doing a lot of content on Twitch. It's coming. We're not even gonna say what it's about. Vicky knows what it's about. It's coming. I'm telling you, and I can proudly say that no one's really doing it like that, how we're going to do it, innit? I don't want to even set myself up because it's not good to kind of set anticipations, but we're going to try something interesting that, yeah, we're going to execute in the way that we feel like no one's
Y'all
doing.
not ready.
We're not ready. Trust me, they're not ready, Vicky, man. We're going to have some live content, which is going to be on the FNR Beats, and we're going to do some after hours content on MGTV as well. So if you want to be a member, just click in the description. The lowest membership is the standard MG VIP. Go for that, and you can go for the VIP Plus. And there's loads of other perks. You know, you can play games online with me and FNR and people. There's certain interactions. There's a group chat that I have as well. You guys can be involved with. So just look at the perks and see if you're interested in any. But for now, just subscribe, put post notifications on. Make sure you follow FNR. And I think there's one more comment I need to go through. Koala says, Rhino, what I don't get is she says no slapping, but your boy sings slap, slap like 10 times. Man was told to slap the Nash verbally. 100%. 100%. But I don't even want to get into that. Maybe because he was young as well. Because maybe there might be other situations you might see her, and it might be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do your research.
Maybe he didn't hear. You feel me? The music was pretty loud and stuff like that. You feel
Pretty
me?
loud, yeah.
Mhm.
And there you go. That's the link to the FNR beats Twitch. Obviously, Kojo's a mod, so you can put that in. Make sure you follow now, people. You got no choice. You heard them. You've got no choice but to follow now. It's right here, people. FNR beats on Twitch.
If you miss out, you miss out.
You miss
What
out,
first
man.
you saying? Follow or else?
Follow or else.
Follow or
And you know,
else.
certain people, if you follow in the right time, you might get a bit of an incentive. You know, you might
get a little incentive.
coins in your pocket. You know what I mean? Right.
Guys,
Follow,
go watch
follow.
our last stream. You'll see what happens when the first 5 join. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. Check it out right now.
Check it out.
But yeah, man, you guys, thank you as always. Obviously, I've told you guys where you can find firms. Vicky's low key, but she's gonna be starting her content soon, people. So watch out for that as well. You know, this is our core panel now. Got Firms as the male co-host. We've got Vicky as the female co-host for now, and we're gonna see how we rock it out, guys. But you guys leave a comment if you're watching this on the replay. Leave a comment in the video. Put some comments into what you want us to talk about as well, and let's get rolling, people, man. As Kojo said as well, God bless everyone. If you woke up today, you got the W. Always remember that. There's always people living worse than life. So if you actually woke up today and you're breathing, you already got the W. So, you know, enjoy your life, bruv. But we out, man. Peace.
But that ain't my story. Life won't say sorry. No, you're destined for something higher.